Let's talk about EngagerMate, and let's give you guys a bit of an EngagerMate demo and tutorial and walk you through the actual software tool itself and why it sets itself apart from other options that are different than other software tools that are doing similar things to grow and engage your Instagram account for you. EngagerMate has been created by Maguire. He is a genius when it comes to social media marketing and management, and he's created several different tools that have done extremely well over the years. And he's based in Australia, same as myself, which is really nice to see a young entrepreneur as him doing so well. So EngagerMate is an Instagram automation and engagement tool, as you can probably tell by the name EngagerMate. Now, EngagerMate is not released as of yet when I'm recording this video. There will be a link in the description below where you can actually check out the sales page, and there is going to be a webinar and during this webinar Luke is giving away not only cash prizes to random attendees, but there is a very, very big bonus available for people that attend the webinar. But even if the attender has already been hosted, you can still check out the sales page for EngagerMate and the link in the description below. EngagerMate is really cool because not only does it have the opportunity for you to manage everything from the dashboard of your in your desktop and on your in your browser, but they also have an iPhone app where you can also manage everything from there, which is quite unique because most of them will do everything from the desktop. So I wanted to show you quickly what it looks like on the phone. So as you can see, this is what it looks like on the dashboard when you're on the desktop on your browser, and I'm gonna throw up the phone screen on the screen right now so you can see. So this is when you first create your EngagerMate account and you kind of start using it. You need to authorize your account to be used within EngagerMate, which means that you need to log in on your desktop or so that you are trying to get into the dashboard, and then you will be prompted to download the app. So you need to download the app, log into the app on your phone, and then allow EngagerMate on your phone, because that will authorize the access that is required, and then you will be able to be logged in in the browser setup of EngagerMate. So once you're in there, you can go either on your screen on the desktop, or you can go into your phone and you click open account and that will load the dashboard within your phone. Now you can see on the screen here that this is quite a big account. This is an account that I haven't really done anything with, that I grew organically maybe a year ago now, and I haven't really touched the account. So I figured, you know what, I love the stuff that Luke usually does. He does some really, really cool stuff with the software, and EngagerMate looks like it's going to be a really cool thing to use to kind of kickstart this account back into action. And it's obviously a Mercedes-Benz fan account, and I've already got 26,000 followers, so it's a bit of a waste just having that sitting there. So I've only started this a few days ago, and there's a few things I want to mention that makes EngagerMate really, really good. One thing that is really a problem for a lot of people when they start using Instagram automation and engagement tools is that they increase their settings way too quickly, and then they end up getting shadow banned or getting their accounts shut down. Okay, the service status column that you can see up here, you will see that the account is running and when the last activity was, but you can also see it says current speed. Now this is essentially a safety feature to allow you as a user to to essentially prevent you from doing too much too fast and then getting yourself shut down. So you will start at the beginner speed, and then at regular intervals the speed of the actions that the app is doing for you on your account will increase. But that's only to protect your own account and protect you from getting shut down. And EngagerMate is going to be working really well for a lot of people, including those who are normally too eager and increase their settings too fast, or start off too aggressive with their automation tools. So that is a really neat feature I think will save a lot of people, and why I think EngagerMate will be a great option, especially for those who are new to Instagram automation and things like that. Now, The next thing I wanted to show you here is obviously you can select the functions if you want to like and unfollow, and you know, you can toggle these on and off easily whenever you want to. on the first page of the dashboard here, you will also get a summary of activities today, how many likes that has been done, how many follows, and how many unfollows. Okay, and then you can follow the statistics. You can see that you've had 158 profile visits in the last 7 days. And the 26,000 followers are not over 7 days there, so don't worry about that. But we have got 96 additional followers in just the 2 days, and this is only running at beginner speed, which I consider to be pretty good and better than what I've seen from most other software. And one of the reasons why this is the case is because of a setting which I think it will be on this page here. There we go. So on this settings page here, you have one of the key features of EngagerMate that makes it really good, and that will be follow recent followers from certain accounts. Now obviously, because this account is in the Mercedes-Benz and AMG-Benz niche, all of the accounts that I'm going to be doing this are going to be in that niche, okay? Because it wouldn't make sense following BMW or Audi accounts, because they're probably not going to be as likely to be niche specific to Mercedes-Benz. But the cool thing is that any other account any other software tool other than EngagerMate that has a feature where you follow followers from other accounts or people who engage with, you know, certain accounts, they will only follow, you know, they will follow whatever account that is. It doesn't take into consideration when they started following that account, which means that, you know, if they started following the account 2 years ago and then they see you, they might not even be interested anymore. So it's important to understand that EngagerMate is unique because it will follow the recent followers that are more likely to engage with you and be interested in the specific niche and the whatever offers you're promoting with your Instagram account, or if you're trying to build your email list or whatever it might be. So that's why I think it works really well already now in the beginning, because it is following the recent followers of these niche specific accounts. You can also, of course, follow based on hashtags, like based on hashtags, and follow people who has been in a specific place using like geotags, and like people has been in a specific place. And then you can also like in the news feeds, only new pictures, and there's a ton of other different settings that you can play around with in the normal settings tab here. If you go to advanced settings, you will be able to whitelist certain people and blacklist certain people or accounts that you don't want to be, you know, following or liking. If you're, you know, I'm not recommending this, but if you're creating like a copycat account of someone else, you obviously don't want to be liking their things, even though they're in your niche, because then someone is going to notice that you are copycatting their account. So that's something that is worth keeping in mind. You can also download settings or load settings in case you have, you know, someone who has done a really good profile for a specific niche. You can upload all their settings into your own EngagerMate account, so you really don't have to do anything. That's probably going to be more available later on when people have created really good profiles for running in specific niches with EngagerMate. Now, Direct is essentially just a direct message feature, but one thing that's important here as well is that you need to have at least 4 different messages set up. This is a feature that I've steered away from using before in other tools, because EngagerMate has a feature that means that you need to have at least 4 different messages, and they will only send 20 messages a day, because this is one of those features that normally will get people banned and shadow banned very, very quickly, because they are way too aggressive with the settings, and they only have like one form of message that they put together, and there's no different messages. So you need to have 4 different ones, and it will only send 20 a day. And I promise you, it is good for you that those settings are there, and be happy with just 20 a day and make that message count. Make those messages engaging. Ask a question, and don't just ask for engagement. You make the people that are seeing your messages actually respond back to you, because that's when you can start a conversation and turn that conversation into a sale for something else later on. So that's another thing with EngagerMate that I think is really good. When it comes to the optimizer, obviously we want to focus on the best sources of getting new followers, regardless if that's, for hashtags or accounts or places. So as an example, the way this works, if I go to account and I can select a date range, but because I've only been running it for 3 days. There's no really point in doing it. But when I click this here, I will be able to see each individual account that I have within my that I'm targeting the recent followers of, and seeing the follow back rates. As you can see here, there's a few accounts that are doing decently well. AMG Crew and Mercedes AMG are doing pretty well. McLaren Auto, which obviously is not really in the niche because it's McLaren, not Mercedes-Benz. And then the official, really big Mercedes-Benz account is not doing so well. So what you can do if you want to delete these, you literally just click the trash can and click confirm, and now that has been taken out of the rotation. Okay. And another thing that is really good about the fact that they are following the recent followers from these accounts is that, you know, obviously they are constantly growing, so you're always going to have new accounts to target that are going to be very likely to engage with you. So that's another really cool thing that you can keep in mind with EngagerMate. So that's, you know, you can always improve and just keep finding new accounts to target, and then just remove the bad ones, and eventually you will have an array of really good accounts to target, which will improve the growth rate and engagement rate that you are getting on your Instagram account because you're targeting the right types. Reports and statistics are obviously going to be really important for those of you that like those kind of features. So you can see, you know, if you get someone who is liking a lot of you know, you can see the origins, you can see the timestamps, you can see everything there. So if you like that kind of stuff, that's great for you. I don't really tend to use these types of features much because I just use the optimizer feature. When you have that, that's really all that matters in my opinion. So that's really it when it comes to EngagerMate, guys. If you have any questions about EngagerMate, please let me know below. I have a good relationship with Luke and Simon, which is one of the managers for Luke. So happy to answer any questions below. I'm going to post an update in a few weeks time and how EngagerMate has been working for me, so you can see if it's been working well for me. It's definitely worth checking out if you are looking for a really good Instagram automation tool, because it works really well, and I know that Luke puts his heart and soul into his project. So definitely check out EngagerMate, and leave any comments or questions below, and like the video if it has given you some insight, and I will see you guys in the next video.